If you're in Fairmont, most any time at noontime, you'll see this young gentleman walking the streets. Good weather, bad weather, whatever kind of weather there is. Scott Tharp, attorney here in Fairmont, a resident of Barrackville, Mr. Barrackville, I call him. So Scott, tell us, how did you start to get into walking the streets of Fairmont?
I have no idea, other than the fact I needed to keep in shape, and I found about the easiest way to do it was each day at noon to walk and try to keep fit. Also get to meet a lot of interesting people out on the street too.
How long you been doing it approximately?
Oh, I suppose 30, 40 years. Yeah.
Tell us about some of the unique experiences you've had while walking. Everybody has unique experiences.
Well, I've heard lots of stories as I go out there, and I've also had lots of requests for donations, as you may convey, and I've heard some very unique stories about why they needed the money, and I've decided if somebody wants to stop me and ask me, I feel better if I give them something than if I turn them down, even though I may have been a sucker. Yeah.
Yeah. And what do you think the advantage of walking for you is? Does it make you feel better? Do you have a better
sure,
day?
It makes me feel better. I also know what's going on Fairmont Avenue too. But yes, walking, I've always tried to keep in shape and exercise and mow my grass and work in the yard, and my walk is give some other people something to talk about. They can always say, "Oh, I know you. You're the guy that walks." So yeah, okay.
Why haven't you quit working? I mean, you're still working every day, and you're past the retirement age.
Well,
maybe not in your eyes.
As I've told others, when I get up in the morning and don't want to go to work, then I'll probably quit. But I enjoy what I'm doing, I enjoy my clients, and I enjoy the people.
Okay, I have to ask you this too, because I know you're a diehard West Virginia fan, and you've been a Mountaineer fan for years. Today's newspaper story by Bob Hartzell says that this could be the golden age of West Virginia sports. I just wonder what you thought about that as you read it.
Oh, I think Bob may be looking through rose-colored glasses, perhaps. I don't know. We've had some basketball. Certainly looks good right now, and maybe football. But we've had some golden years, and I'm not going to predict anything along that line.
Any favorite years or player or events that you can recall out of the West Virginia history that stands out most in your mind?
I was watching back when Jerry West played, but I'll tell you, watching Javon Carter this year was about as exciting and enjoyable as anything I've done. He is a tremendous ball player, and we were lucky to have a guy like that.
That's right, absolutely. Well, continued blessings, and thank you for taking your time and chatting with me on the street.
DD, it's always a pleasure.